Hello everybody, I'm back. It's Wednesday and like I said, we get back on here to chalk. So today we're going to chalk a Rustic Round from Chalk Couture. I have prepared the board by dividing it into thirds, sort of. It's like 5 inches down and 5 inches up, and then a couple of marks, and put the painter's tape on. And I painted the center white. So we're going to pull the tape off. And we'll have a little white strip in the center of the board where we can put our colors on that we're going to do today. We're going to make this one say the homestead. So hope you're having a good week. Got my folks moved yesterday. I'm pretty pooped. But other than that, pretty tired. I should say tired. That sounds a whole lot better, doesn't it? Anyway, excuse me. This is a rustic round. They're just wood, and they've been glued together, so they're solid wood, and they're about 3/8 inch thick, or maybe 2/8 inch thick, something like that, a little over a quarter. Alrighty. So we painted the center, and I didn't do a solid color. I wanted it to stay looking grainy, a little bit grainy, so I will put water with my chalk paint, the paste from Chalk Couture, and a brush, and brush it between the painter's tape, and then we're pulling that off. Now I'm going to quickly sand just a little bit, just smooth it, just a hair, so we can put the wax on, and then I'm going to take a paper towel or a Kleenex or something here, anything that's handy, and then we're going to wax it really fast. So this is the surface wax that you use with the Chalk Couture products, and it has a little pad that you just spread it on there with. So we're going to wax it. I'm just going to wax the paint part because that's the only part I'm going to be chalking. I'm just going to rub that on there quickly. The wax is put on there so that if you wanted to change your design, you could go back over the same piece of wood with a different product, with a different, a screen print. It's not a stencil, it's a screen print, and change it later. They have little erasers, board erasers that you wet, and you can erase the boards and reuse them. If you want to make this permanent, I've been waxing over top of it, and then that helps to make it so that it will stay on the board for years to come. So then I close up my wax. I'm just going to let that dry for a second. In fact, I'll dry it just a little bit with my hairdryer here. Hope you're getting ready for Thanksgiving and planning on a good Thanksgiving holiday. We are going to my son's this year. That should be really fun. I'm just going to dry it for a couple of seconds. I don't think it has to be very long. The colors I think I'm going to use today are red and green and black. So I'm going to do the leaf section in red and green and the lettering in black. So let's see if we can get this on here even. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to fuzz it on my pants. One more time. And I'm going to lay it hopefully in the center of this board. You're supposed to be able to lay it on the board and not have it stick unless you pushed it down. So I got the right amount of fuzz on there, it looks like. Sticking a little bit. I'm going to raise it up just a little. I think I want it. Centered this other way. This is probably the hardest part. Getting your stencils on there. Center out. You have to back up if it doesn't look right. Squeegee, just kind of press it down. Make sure it's down. It's a little teeny bit off center, but I don't think it's going to bug me too much. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to start with the red, because it's, or the red, I'm going to actually burgundy berry color. I'm going to use my new little squeegee, but I haven't even opened yet. I apologize for that. I didn't get my tools ready again. I get so excited to get on here, I don't think about getting my tools ready. I really enjoy making these boards. Okay, we're just going to take the little end here and take a little bit of red and put it in there where the reds are. Oh my goodness, I'm not doing very good today. It's a new tool. I'm not doing very good with it yet. Alright, there's only 4 berries, so that shouldn't take me very long. We'll go back to our other squeegee and do some. Yeah, I'm not liking that end. It's too thick or something. It's only applying in the center where I'm leaving it, so maybe I'm not supposed to use that end. Maybe I'm only supposed to use this curvy end. It's a little less thick. If you forgive me, I'm going to grab a paper towel here. Okay, paper towel. Clean that off a little bit. Cover it with red. Grab my green. With the bigger squeegee that I've actually used quite a bit and I quite love. I'm going to do my greens. These could be any color you want them. You could make the whole thing black, you could make the whole thing brown, you could make the whole thing red, green. You could do just a couple of colors. I just thought that I'm going to make it realistic for me. This one's going to be for me. Yeah, I'm not getting the paint in the right place. Sorry, I'm struggling with putting the paint on these tools tonight in the right place or something. Never having this much trouble before. I'm getting it too far up on the tool. As I said, I'm kind of tired and you can hear it in my voice. We had a very, very big day yesterday. My parents have a lot of stuff still, and it took about 13 of us to load them and another 11 of us to unload them, and I didn't come home till 8:30 at night, and I started at 7 a.m. so it was a long day. Thank goodness we had the help that we had. Okay, now I'm going to hurry and do the black because I don't want this to dry so fast that I can't get my black on there in a timely fashion. So this is going to go quickly because this is the lettering and I can fill the whole squeegee tip with paint. See if I can get it gathered up here. Yeah, just like that in the center. Straight down on my T for the, and then just go straight across the homestead here, and I probably could go across sideways and down, but since I'm not going to turn this guy, I hope I've got enough over here you can actually see what I'm doing. Can you get more black? Resituate that on my squeegee and clean a little bit of that up. Put in my squeegee. We're going to fill this baby back and hopefully be satisfied with the product and result here. Okay, here we go. Ready or nothing. Oh, my berries didn't go through. I was struggling with those. I don't know why. So there we are. There's the homestead. I'll have to paint those. They're striped. It looks like they're not supposed to go through all the way. And it could be my white paint underneath, so I'll just paint those by hand with the brush. We'll hurry and brush those in. I'm going to go stick this in some water. I'll be right back. to set up a tray of water in here so I don't have to leave the room. Please forgive me for that. I'm learning. Okay, I'm going to find a round brush here. And my trusty brushes. I think we can paint a berry manually. What do you think? Got a little water over here. I'll dip it in. Pick up a little paint. And we're going to put a couple berries on here. Better, better, better. Needed more red color for sure. Don't be afraid to do a little manual painting on these to get them where you want them, or dry it and then stick your clean stencils, clean dry stencil, excuse me, I keep saying stencil, screen print back down, and you can get what you want. Okay, I like that, but I think there's another stencil here with some green on the sides, and I'm going to dry this, and I think I'm going to use it on either end to accentuate this with more color. I'm going to dry this for a second. I don't have any black and, well, I might have black and white bow. I don't think I do. You're going to have to get some because I want black and white check bow on this one. So if I have some, I'll make a bow and put it on it and post the picture. If not, I'm going to pick some up and I'll post the picture a little later of it with the bow on the top and some twine, of course. Those berries are probably going to take a minute to dry because the paint's on there pretty thick from me using the paintbrush. So do y'all do turkey dinner traditionally, or do you shake it up? The last couple of years, my husband and I have been shaking things up because we like having turkey, but we don't like all the leftovers. So they get old fast for us. So we've decided the last couple of years to do something different. When last year we had fish, and I can't remember what I served with it, but it was delicious. I think I made a fresh coleslaw type salad to go with it. And we had things that we really love to eat that are more healthy. We don't really do potatoes, gravy, and dressing. So turkey without potatoes and gravy and dressing is a little dry. So we've been doing things a little differently. Don't hate me for that, but that's what we've been doing. And then a couple of years ago for Christmas we did prime rib. So we've been shaking things up around here a little bit and not always doing the traditional Thanksgiving dinner. That's what we like. But we're having traditional this year at my son's, although he is smoking the turkey instead of roasting the turkey. So that will be interesting to see how that turns out. His children and him all love smoked meat. So I have another stencil here. I got to figure out where I put it. I'm going to open it up. Let me make sure this is dry enough to put something on top of it. It feels like it does. So see this one with the leaves? It's kind of similar. But I think I'm just going to do them all one color on the side here. And I think I'm going to do them, I haven't decided if I'm going to do them black or green. I'm just going to open the stencil up and we'll play with it. Let's see what we think. I want more on there. So, the beauty, or again, screen print. Please forgive me. Okay, so I'm going to try and center that again. This writing is completely different, so this is going to be totally winging it. I might have to line up that line on the edge to get it the same on both sides. It's not going to matter if the green is really straight. I'm just going to do it all green. If I decide to later, I can go back and do some highlights with some red again. I'm going to use this little guy because it's not a very big stencil. I'm just going to pull it down like it's supposed to be pulled down instead of the way I was using it the other tip. I kind of like that. That's kind of nice. That works way better. Yeah, that's working way better. I gotta figure out how to get in these little between places with these tools to get that paint pushed down in there through the screen print. I got one in water. We're gonna go ahead and lift that. And I like it better already. And then we're gonna put one on the other end. So it's right just above the, yeah, I've lined up those lines. Almost evensies with that edge. So I don't know that it's going to matter if it's out there a little bit too far up or down a little bit. It'll be okay, I think. Okay, we're going to use the other side one now. Just pushed it down. Pull the green paint through. It's okay to let your stencil sit on top of, or screen print sit on top of the dried surface. With paint on top, it shouldn't stain it. There we go. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it needed that extra on the sides. I think it turned out nice. I'll get a black and white bow on it, and I'll post a picture in the comments. And I hope to see you in a few days after Thanksgiving. Don't eat so much you get sick, but sure enjoy yourselves and celebrate this wonderful holiday of the thanks. Have a great week.